Hello. So I guess we're going live now. Probably people already seeing us, but it takes a minute here. Here we go. We are live. So hello, everyone. If you do not know me, my name is Noura Al-Masri. I am an enrolled agent, and I haven't gone live for a while, so okay, so my name is Noura, tax and accounting professional and the founder of Noura's Books. I am here today with the great Dishina, and we're going to be talking about business versus personal finances. I'm going to have Dishina um, introduce herself first, and then we're going to go from there. Hi, Dishina-san. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, no problem, Nora. Thank you so much for having me. Yes, I am Deshina Woodard. I'm a financial freedom coach and a certified life coach, and I'm also the founder of the website Extravagantly Broke. And I love to talk about personal finances. And today we're going to share how uh, things that entrepreneurs need to know about their personal and their business finances.
Awesome. Thank you. So guys, like in order to have a successful business, you have to be established on your own finances. You have to have good credit. You have to be ready to invest in your business. Even if you have a nonprofit, you also have to be ready to invest in your nonprofit. So you should expect investment, whatever your project is. So today we're gonna try to touch base on some stuff that you need to have in your personal and your business, even in your nonprofit. So stay here if you have a nonprofit. This also will apply to you. Like I said, always nonprofit is a business. You have to run it as a business in order to be successful, in order to grow. So I'm gonna have Deshana start. So she's gonna start sharing her presentation, and in the meantime, you can share this live, so have people like join and get benefit from it as we are closing this year, so everyone can close this year strong. And if you have any question, type it in the chat and we will be happy to answer your question at the end. And then after Deshina finish, I will share my presentation and then we'll go over your questions. And at the end also, if you're watching this in the replay, feel free to put your comments if you have any question, and we're going to put our contact information in the description so you can reach out to myself or to Deshina, so whatever like you need. So you're going to be able to decide based on our presentation, and you contact both of us or one of us based on your needs, and we'll be happy to talk to you. Okay, now we're gonna get it to Deshina, and it's
Okay.
your floor now. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to try and share my screen here. Okay, see here. Okay, so we were going to be talking about the business versus personal finances and things that entrepreneurs should know. So I will tell you, when it comes to the importance, one thing that all entrepreneurs need to understand is the importance of getting a handle on your personal finances if you want to see success in your business finances. Because as an entrepreneur, you probably started your business because maybe your finances aren't where you want them to be. So you believe that if you can get a lot of clients or sell a lot of products and grow your business, then your financial situation will improve and you'll finally have some financial freedom and some financial security for yourself and your family. But here's the thing, a big mistake that so many entrepreneurs make is not understanding that whatever you do in your personal finances will bleed over into your business finances. It's like we get stuck in this mindset that, maybe you're thinking, I don't have enough money and I just need to make more money and then everything will be okay. But the problem that a lot of entrepreneurs don't realize is that even if you start making a lot of money, you're still you. Meaning that if your personal finances are messy or chaotic or disorganized and falling short, then when you'll still have the same problem with your business finances. Because when you become an entrepreneur, now you're handling two sets of finances and two sets of expenses, and you never really even learned how to manage one. So that's why Nora and I wanted to kind of come and share with you today, some things that we've learned that can hopefully actually help you see success in both your business and your personal finances. So I'm going to share like 3 things that you need to do to get your personal finances on track, and Nora will handle the business side. Okay, let's see here. So the first thing we want to do is outline your financial goals. And why is this important? Well, outlining your financial goals is important because a lot of times your personal financial goals and your business financial goals are tied together. For instance, maybe you want to build a 6 or 7 figure business. So why do you want to do that? You're thinking that's for my business. I want to build a 6 or 7 figure business. But why? Probably as a way of boosting your income, right? And earning more money so that you can improve your financial situation. So you're starting your business to boost your income, to build that financial security, or to help you reach financial freedom. So those are all personal goals, but you're planning on using your business to help you accomplish them. And I'll give you a quick example of an entrepreneur that I helped recently to outline her personal and subsequently her business goals. So her personal financial goal is to grow her net worth to 7 figures, and she wants to use her business to help to make that happen. But she also still has some debt in her personal finances. So in order to start going after that 7-figure net worth, first she has to set a goal to eliminate that debt. And she had not even thought about how her personal goals and business goals were so aligned. That's just one example of why outlining your financial goals is important, because it allows you to create a clear vision. And from there, you can determine what actions you need to take in your personal finances and your business finances to help you reach your financial goals. And I'm sure that many of you may have already realized that it's difficult to show up in your business as the entrepreneur that you want to be if you have a lot of confusion or disorganization around surrounding money, or especially on the personal side of your finances. So start by outlining your goals. And the second thing you can do is create a budget or a spending plan. That's something every entrepreneur needs. I mean, a lot of times while you're waiting for your business to take off, you may be looking for ways to save as much money as possible. But even if you're bootstrapping your business and you're trying to take advantage of all the low cost or free stuff that you can, there's going to come a time where you will have to pay for things in order for your business to grow. So whether it's paying for website hosting or email platform or advertisements or a virtual assistant, whatever it is, at some point, money is going to be a factor. Okay, so when you're trying to build your business, the last thing you want to do is worry about how you're going to be paying your bills in your personal finances or your business finances. That's why having a budget is a must, because after you outline and get clear on what your financial goals are, now you have to plan for them. And that's exactly what a budget is. It's a spending plan and a tool to help you reach those goals. Even multi-million dollar corporations have budgets for their expenses because, a budget just helps you understand where money is coming in or what money is coming in and what money is going out. And it helps you to put you in control of where you want your money to be going. And what a lot of people think that a budget is about restrictions, but actually that's just the opposite. I get here. Here we go. Because a budget actually gives you permission to spend money. It just helps you get more intentional about how you're spending your money so that you're not just spending randomly and falling into that chaos and disorganization with your finances. So just think of your budget as a guide or a plan or a way of giving you direction to help you stay on track. And when you are intentional with your money, that also allows you to spend on the things that move you closer to your goals and eliminate the things that move you further away from your goals. So that just goes back to why it's important to understand and outline your goals first. Also, I want to mention that when it comes to a budget, it's important not to commingle. Let's see, I had that on this slide. Yes, it's important not to commingle your business and your personal finances. You should have separate budgets and separate bank accounts for both. Otherwise, that will create a lot of financial headaches during tax time. And Nora may speak to you a little bit about that later. Now, the next thing is to create an emergency fund. And this is something that every entrepreneur should do because it can because you want to give yourself some breathing room in your personal finances, and that's why you definitely need to have an emergency fund. So I'm sure that you've heard many times that an emergency fund is important, but even when you have a budget, your budget helps you stay in control of your day-to-day expenses. But even when you're in control of your day-to-day expenses, unexpected things can come up. And when that happens, you don't want to lose your momentum or your progress by blowing your budget. So if you want to give yourself like a good, strong fighting chance with your business, then it's a good idea to set yourself up for success. And that means that you have to start setting aside money so that you can be prepared for those emergencies. And so there are so many reports that say that most Americans can't even afford a $400 unexpected expense. And you definitely don't want to I'm a financial freedom coach, so you definitely don't want to have to turn to credit or loans or borrowing money from family and friends when unexpected things pop up, because owing people will only set you back instead of moving you forward. So you have to make sure that when you are creating your budget, so we identified the goals, we create the budget, and when you're creating that budget, that you remember to pay yourself first. Even if you can only put aside like $10 every payday or something like that, those things will begin to add up. And ideally, you want to build your emergency fund up until you have at least $1,000 saved strictly for emergencies. So I now just want to share quickly with you how those 3 steps all tied together when I worked with that young entrepreneur recently, so that I told you about. So first, we went through these 3 actions, and here's the breakdown. First, we outlined her financial goal, which was she wanted to build a 7-figure business and have a 7-figure net worth, but she also needs to pay down debt. So that's 3 goals that she has that are both business and personal, and they are tied together. Build a 7-figure business, build a 7-figure net worth, pay down debt, all tied together. So then we helped her create a budget so she could get more organized and feel more in control of her money. And we came up with a plan to help her pay down the debt so that she can start working on that 7-figure net worth. I think we were here. And third, we helped her create a way to start setting aside money so that she won't blow her budget when unexpected things come up, and she won't have that stress of dealing with her personal financial issues as she's trying to grow her business. So, just to recap, the three things that entrepreneurs should do to manage their personal are to outline your financial goals, create a budget or spending plan, and build your emergency fund. And doing each of those things will help you have better financial stability in your personal finances, and it will also help you build smart money habits that you can use that will help you in your business. So now I'm going to turn it over to Nora.
Hey, thank you so much, Dashina. So you can stop sharing if you want. Thank you so much. So that was very helpful. That was great. I'm sure like a lot of people need that, especially now at the time of inflation coming up after COVID, all these things. Like we all need to pay attention to that, because sometimes you never know like what can happen. Like you said, you might lose an opportunity. I'm not gonna burn out my slides, so I'm gonna share all of that on the slides. Thank you so much. And here we go. Let's see. Okay. Can you see my slides?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So we're gonna be talking about how to increase your business cash flow. Like Dashina mentioned, like you need to be taking care first and always continuously paying attention to your personal, so you can apply all of these into your business. Cash is the oxygen for your business and for your life. So you need to make sure you have those cash and all the time, so you do not lose opportunities and you do not lose clients. How do you use opportunities? Sometimes you have to invest in a team member so you can reach out like more people. Even if you do not have income coming to your business, you have to stay present, and you have to stay there so people will always remember you when they need you, even if it's not your season now, if you are in a seasonal business, or even if they don't need you now, they want to make sure you want to make sure you're always present so they remember you when they need you. So you want to make sure you invest time, you invest some staff, you invest maybe like Hootsuite to schedule your social media posts, whatever it is you need to invest in. So you need to make sure you are able to do that. So you need those cash. You need also to make sure you don't lose opportunity. Maybe it's time to do a certain service that you need the software to invest in. So, but you do not have the software, so you cannot offer the service. So that's an opportunity cost. So you want to make sure you have cash at all times, so you don't lose any of these opportunities. Statistics, John, like this is from the SBA. Actually, it shows that 50% of small businesses fail within the first 5 years of operation, and by year 10, this number skyrocket to a full 70%. Most common reason is they do not have capital, no more cash. So that is the most common reason. You don't want your business to be among these businesses. This is why you want to make sure you take care of your business and you have enough cash. So in order to ensure your business do not fail and do not join those 50 and 70%, you need to have business plan to start with. And business plan is just a document. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as just like steps, what you need to do, what's your plan, how are you going to execute, what money you're going to use. If you have to use any money from your personal, remember, like Tishina said, do not commingle. Just have a business account, transfer those money to your business. And then also make sure to have a credit card for your business so you can start building your credit. All of these, like you need to make sure you do not commingle. You want to make sure like you have a separate account for your business, even if you have to finance your business personally, you have to use anything from your credit card or from your personal account. From personal, just transfer those money and keep track of it. Have a bookkeeping, so he keep track of every single thing, so you're not struggling during tax time. And you also make sure you take all the deduction possible, because sometimes you might forget like what you did. And also, like if you has to use a credit card for any reason for your business, you need to keep track of that and pay it as much as possible. So prefer that you do not fill in there, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes you might need to do it. So because you consider like, okay, you will have a return on investment, and you have to have a plan and schedule. When are you paying this back and how, and keep track of it so you don't lose track. You want to have strategic plan. Okay, this is different than business plan. Business plan, just like when you're starting your business, you have a business plan, you know what you're doing, you know who's your target audience, you know what are you selling, you know how are you investing. Strategic plan is planning more, like most common is like 5 years in advance, what's going to happen and the growth you want to see in your business. So you want to have a written document, not in your head. You want to have a written budget that includes a budget, written everything, so you can stick to everything. Here's the budget comes. And then you have to monitor your cash flow. You want to make sure you always have cash in your hands. So that might be like knowing, okay, can I invest in this thing now, or do I have to wait? When do I do things? Like that can be just time management. It doesn't have to be like you're not spending money, or I don't like to call it spending, because you have to distinguish between spending and investing. You want to invest always when you have a business. You do not spend money, you invest money. So you want to always see what's your ROI for each single dollars you are spending in your business. If it does not have ROI, then it's not an investment, so it's not a business expense anymore. Created this triangle, and I'm so proud of it. So I go, this is the business strategy triangle. This triangle, I got this most important thing, bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is the stone that you have to implement first thing. Without bookkeeping, you really cannot do anything for your business. You need bookkeeping first. So bookkeeping first, so you can do anything, you can plan, you can do your taxes correctly so you don't lose money, do tax plan. Okay, we'll move. You can stay in compliance when you have bookkeeping. Staying in compliance, that include like filing your taxes if you have payroll taxes, sales taxes if you have to, whatever your state requirements is. You have to stay in compliance with your city, states, whatever you do based on your business. You'll have to check what do you need to do in order to stay in compliance. You cannot stay in compliance if you do not really have bookkeeping and you know your numbers, because in most these filing, you will have to put in numbers there. And if you do not have bookkeeping, most likely your number is not accurate. And no, your bank statement is not bookkeeping, and no, an Excel sheet is not bookkeeping. That does not reflect your numbers. And then the next step is going to be cash flow management. Well, cash flow management is kind of like all these three together. They have to, they come all, as a package. I feel this is why, like, one of the packages actually I offer for my clients is, it does have all of these together because they are very important. Plus, build your business credit. And this is totally different from your personal credit. And it does rely on your personal credit. So you need to have a strong personal credit in order to be able to build your business credit. So these 4 things are very important and very essential for every business. I understand when you first start in your business, you cannot do all of them, but the minimum you have to do is your bookkeeping and stay in compliance. So you don't have to and cash flow management, everything. Actually, you have to do everything. So I take that back. But you can try to do it yourself until you can afford to invest with someone. But if you have a good business credit, if you built your personal business, personal credit business, whatever, like Deshana shared in her presentation, if you are well established, you will have no problem to invest in your business, because you will get an immediate return on your investment if you invest right away. You don't want to like have commingle and do a lot of wrong things and maybe like be cheap on your bookkeeping service, because I've seen a lot of disaster books, believe me or not. I've seen a lot of disaster books, even sometimes like they just have volunteer or someone like who doesn't really know accounting doing their books, and you would see not reliable balance sheet and reliable profit and loss, and that's going to cost you more money to fix later on than just like having that from the beginning. So make sure you have all of that. And the last but not least, the CFO services. And if you know someone who's a CFO is the Chief Financial Officer. For the Chief Financial Officer, if you have someone in your staff who is a CFO, you will have to pay $150 plus a year in order for that person to be on board. So now after COVID, there's a lot of fractional CFO services consultants. Like that's what we do also at Nora's Books. We do CFO service that includes all of what's in below, like all these triangle, we do it, plus the CFO services with a fractional of the investment, and you can still get a great result. CFO services includes forecasting, budgeting, analysis for what's happened and what you need to see, KPI. you analyze and see what's measure everything that you're doing in your business, and see if that makes sense, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. You don't have to really measure a lot of key performance indicator. You can just like select the things that moving the needle on your business and do it. And that's what we do here at Nora's Books, and help you do that so you can stay actually in line with that. And me and Deshana, we were talking about like when we schedule something, when you have someone like saying, okay, are you ready? You're always forced to do it, because we all need these deadlines. So make sure you have someone help you with that. If you do not have someone help you with that, feel free to reach out to me, and I would love to talk to you about more information. Now, tax planning, this is a thing I absolutely love, because I know a lot of people don't know about tax planning. We all worry about taxes when the time comes to file our taxes, but that's the wrong timing. You really need to plan and be proactive rather than reactive. And how do you do that? You do tax planning, and tax planning is totally different than tax preparation. Now you are planning. See, you can take advantage of tax credits available to you, and you will know that beforehand, so you can see how your finances are looking like, what's your plan until the end of the year. And we look on everything, like your finances, your personal finances, your if you have a spouse, your spouse, if they work, or if they have a business, your business, everything. You have children, are you planning to get married, are you planning, whatever your plan is, we need to really look at all of these and see how can we take advantage of the credits available for you during tax season. How can we maximize your deductions? How can we plan so you don't miss any of these deductions? Believe me, one of the deductions can cost you thousands of dollars, and a lot of people miss a lot of things because they throw all of these documents to the tax preparer, and if the tax preparer do not ask you if you have specific things, sometimes you might not think about it. Believe me, I've seen a lot of clients, they just give me their documents, and unless I give them a checklist, I give them everything possible, but they still do not give me everything I need. So I always go and ask for every single thing. And the difference they see in their return, they've never seen before, because, well, people, tax preparers do not have time at the tax season to ask you all these questions. We do still ask our clients because we know a lot of people miss it, but a lot of other tax preparers don't, because, you know, if they don't have the capacity to handle all of that and to go, it's not their responsibility, to be honest, it's your responsibility. If they give you the checklist, if they give you everything, you need to know what to provide, you need to know what to have. So it's a good time to do it right now. And whatever the time of the year, it's good to start with tax planning, so you know what to expect, so you know what you have to provide. Then your tax professional, it will be easy tax season for you. And you know, instead of paying taxes, what you need to invest in. Because IRS, when they put the when the Congress like put the rules for taxes, usually everyone, you know, and every country, not only the US, they put the tax law based on what they need to push people, what they want to push people to do. That's why there's a lot of deductions on businesses, because they want you to start a business, they want you to be successful, they want you to get the employment rate down. So you need to take advantage of that. A lot of people like try to hide some money, they get it cash, but they will be saving more money if they do it the correct way. And if they just plan to it correctly and do it the right way, they will get a lot more credits. And we've seen this during PPP and EIDL. A lot of people lost opportunities just because they do not have everything properly done. So they lost opportunities of getting a lot more money, because they cannot prove that they lost money now during COVID, or not now anymore. I'm glad. And then it can help you to know if you are in a correct entity election or not. A lot of vibes over there saying you have to be an S Corp, you have to be a C Corp or whatever, like, but I've seen mostly S Corp and they don't know how to do it properly. It's not always better to be an S Corp. Sometimes it's better just to stay as an LLC. Sometimes it's better to be an C Corp. So there's no way for you to know that if you do not do tax planning. There is no quick answer. There's not one answer fits everyone. But when we do tax planning, we give you an analysis for everything and the different options you have, so you can decide what you want to be based on facts. And a lot more of that, like you can plan, well, it's very spent from people to people, person to person, if they have kids, not to have kids, married, not, a lot of strategies, a lot of things that helps you save in taxes. But it's going to be too late when you're filing for previous year, because a lot of actions you need to do by December 31st. And there's not wrong timing to do tax planning. You can do it at the end of the year, you can do it earlier. So never too late. So whatever you do it. But if you want to save, for example, now, since we are in 2022, if you want to make sure you don't overpay and you get all the deduction you need and you are in the best, absolutely best election for your entity, you can actually, you have to do it before December 31st. But if you are, if you don't feel like you can do it now for any reason, you might be surprised next year, but you can still do it at any month during the year. But you need to understand you are gonna save in the next year, not in the year you do it. So that yeah, not, well, I don't know how did I say that? I mean, so that's not gonna affect your previous year. It's gonna affect the current year. So just got like some case studies for you. Of course, I changed names because of the privacy. So for my clients, so I had Joe, he was able to save $18,000 by applying some tax strategies I taught him. And we learned that by running his number. So we saved him $18,000. Actually, he had to amend one of tax years that we saved him a lot of money on that and applied a lot of strategies. So he saved like in total $18,000. He could have paid it for IRS and never benefit from what the law says that he is capable and eligible for. And I have Sarah. She was able to save $10,000 in taxes. She was able to hire a consultant for her business, and she got 50% ROI on her investment. So, for example, I'm not going to tell you my client's story. So, but for example, like you can, like she had like to pay $10,000, but because she like she owes that much, she invested on something. So you can invest and lawyer if you need to have like some, few things like done legally in your business. You can invest in accounting, you can invest in tax planning, you can invest in a lot of other things, marketing strategists, branding strategists, whatever your business needs, but you think you cannot afford it. Now, if you're gonna have to pay it anyway for IRS, why don't you invest in your business and have that ROI, and then you owe less, and then maybe later you will pay more taxes, but you will still don't pay more than what your fair share says is. Then so that's what the benefit of the tax planning, and it is an investment, guys. So make sure you do it, make sure you invest in it. And for you guys, you can book a free consultation with me at this link, and we're gonna put my information and the Shayna information in the description box so you can reach out to any of us. And I want you to watch out. I have a Black Friday deal. So if you think tax planning is for you, you can actually watch out. We're going to share that on email, on social media. So watch out for the Black Friday deal. We're going to share that Thursday or Friday, and it's very limited timing. It's going to end on Friday midnight. So watch out for that. We'll let you know when we have it, and it's going to be all over the place. So if you have any question, we're going to look and see if you have any question. I'm going to stop sharing now so we can talk. Thank you so much for everyone's watching. Like, make sure you you share your question and you share this live with anyone who might benefit for it. So yeah, like back to you, Shayna, and that's it for me.
Well, I think that was such great information. I mean, it's being proactive is always better than being reactive in both your business and your personal. So I really think that's a key takeaway for people. And, the planning is similar to just budgeting, creating a strategic plan. That's, you need a budget for your personal, you probably need a budget for your business. Oh, you definitely do. So I think it was very informative and should be helpful to a lot of people, especially since tax season is coming up. So, but it's very key to separate those two. Make sure your business, your personal is, managed well, and that you're making smart money decisions, and that you have your goals, you're creating your budget, you have your emergency fund, and that your business finances are and processes are in place as well, and so that you will have success in both, because ideally that's what you want, right? You want successful personal finances and a successful business. So but one can bleed into the other, so it's good to make sure you're getting organized with that.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, like make sure, like if you need help in a personal level and to get ready for your business, contact Ashina. And if you need help with tax planning or your business finances, reach out to me, and we both love to talk to you anytime. And we're going to share our platform down in the description below. And Shayna has a podcast. Also follow her podcast. Do you want to share something about podcast and what is it about so people can know?
Oh, sure. Yes, I have a podcast. It's called the Women with Ambition, Making Money, Seeking Freedom, and Chasing Dreams podcast. And it's about I talked to high achieving women like Nora. She was actually a guest on my podcast, where we hear what their ambitious goals are, because a lot of us do have ambitious goals. But the different thing, what makes my podcast unique is that it's for women who have ambitious goals, but they haven't fully accomplished them yet. It's like we get to hear the insight of them, what their ambitious goal is, and what it is that they want to accomplish, and what actions they're going to take to get there. If they get stuck, if ideally, if they're stuck at any point as they're talking about the goal, then I'm also a certified life coach. So I kind of help walk them through what their next actions should be. But yeah, I think it's so inspiring for a lot of people, because we always hear the stories of people who have accomplished great things, and now we're hearing, they're already at the top, and so that's inspirational, of course, from one level or from one aspect. But I look at from the aspect of, so many women have ambitious goals, and maybe they're afraid to take that next step, or they don't know what next step they should take. And sometimes it's hard to relate to people who are already so super successful, because maybe they had something special, maybe they had a unique, or something that you didn't have. But you get to hear the stories of women with their ambitious goals, and what they're actually doing to help them get there, and their fears and insecurities and the challenges that they face, and what next steps they're going to be taking to help them reach those goals. So yep, it's the Women with Ambition podcast, making money, seeking freedom, and chasing dreams. And I would love for anybody to check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. And we're going to also include it in the description box, so you can check it out and listen, comments, and you're going to get a lot of value of that. Stories is the best thing that you can learn from, because especially real life stories, women like you, for women, even guys like you, can benefit from that too, because we're all like do the same thing. But like for women, like we tend to have more of insecurities, and we think that's not possible because we have like a lot of things going on at once. But like, I'm sure everyone can benefit from the listening to those life stories and see what other people do. And it's amazing. Thank you so much for doing this. And I'm happy that we were able to be here just before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And ending the year strong. And please, guys, like, let us know, like, if you have any question, and subscribe to this channel, and then follow the Shayna. And do you have anything last minute thing you want to share with people before we hop off?
You can find me at my website, which is called extravagantlybroke.com. You can find out about my podcast there. You can connect with me there. And I do have, lots of freebies that I offer to people, especially like coming up with Christmas right now. I created a strategic shopping checklist for people to help them manage their money better with all this inflation that's going on. So you can take some strategic actions to hopefully help you save some money, or see more money in your pocket. And so I'll give Nora the link to that as well, for anybody who may be interested in that.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. And for you guys who are interested in nonprofit or know anyone in nonprofit, I have my free masterclass. We have one last one for this year coming up on December. So I will have the link as well, so you can sign up for that. And also I have something coming up, will be actually, yeah, we already have it for you. We'll also have the link. We have a training for Giving Tuesday, so you can have a successful campaign. So you can get that and share it with other organization, and so we can all support those organizations, and for your organization to be successful, so you can get that training, and you get the templates, you get like also social media templates, so you can just edit and use it on your social media just to make the process easier for you. And we'll talk to you soon, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Regina. Have a great day.
Thanks, Nora.
Thanks. Okay.